Today, we're diving into a subject that has divided millions, a subject that's touched every corner of the globe: Islam. For centuries, this religion has influenced not only the lives of its followers but also the course of history. But what if everything we've been told isn't the full truth? What if the pillars on which this faith stands are flawed at their core? In the next 6 minutes, we're going to explore 10 undeniable reasons why Islam is false. Buckle up, because the truth might just shock you. Stay with us until the end, and you'll see the bigger picture. Point 1. The contradiction of the Quran. Let's start with the Quran. Islam claims it is the word of God, perfectly preserved. Yet, many scholars, and even modern critics, argue that it contains contradictions that can't simply be ignored. One moment it says there is no compulsion in religion, and in the next, it prescribes severe punishments for leaving the faith. Is this really the perfect, eternal word of God? Or is it a compilation influenced by human biases and the circumstances of its time? It's like saying, "I'm a peaceful person," while holding a sword. The words don't quite match the actions, do they? But it doesn't stop there. Let's talk about another inconsistency that has baffled many. Point 2. The problem with Sharia law. Next, we need to address Sharia law. Islam claims to offer peace and harmony. Yet in practice, Sharia has been used to justify everything from harsh punishments to gender inequality. How can a religion that preaches peace endorse laws that discriminate against women and impose severe punishment for trivial offenses? Isn't it time we question whether these laws were meant to guide us or control us? Are these divine laws really meant to protect, or have they been twisted to enforce control? Point 3. The flawed concept of jihad. Now let's talk about jihad. Islam teaches that jihad is an internal struggle for self-improvement, but historically, it has been used to justify violence. How do we reconcile the peaceful message of Islam with the bloodshed carried out in its name? How can the faith claim to be peaceful when its followers, in the name of God, have waged war for centuries? Could there be a hidden agenda behind the call for jihad? Could it be more about power than piety? The concept of jihad leads us to another disturbing idea that has been at the heart of Islam for centuries. Point 4. The role of women in Islam. Let's talk about the treatment of women. Islam claims to elevate women, but let's face the facts. Many Muslim women live under restrictions that prevent them from achieving equality. From being forced to wear the hijab to the rules that limit their personal freedom. How can a religion that claims to respect women so blatantly oppress them? It's clear that Islam's portrayal of women raises a lot of questions. But what about the very foundation of the faith itself? Point 5. The inconsistencies in Muhammad's life. Now let's turn to the man who started it all, Prophet Muhammad. We're told he was the perfect man, but his actions paint a very different picture. He married multiple women, some as young as 6, and even condoned violence in the name of faith. Can we really call this man the perfect role model? And if so, why does his life contradict the very principles Islam claims to uphold? Can a religion that praises a man with such questionable actions really be considered the final truth? Point 6. The historical rewriting of Islam's origins. Islam claims that it is the culmination of previous Abrahamic religions, but much of its history has been rewritten. From the supposed miracle of the Quran's revelation to the numerous inconsistencies about Muhammad's life, there's a narrative that doesn't add up. What if Islam was built on a foundation of lies and half-truths designed to manipulate? Now, if we've just scratched the surface of these inconsistencies, what about the most dangerous aspect of Islam today? Point 7. The global impact of Islam's falsehoods. Islam may have started as a religion of peace, but today it has become a global force for division. Terrorism, extremism, and radicalization are all intertwined with the belief system of Islam. How can we ignore the global threat that is Islam, despite what its scriptures claim? It's time to face the truth. This religion has caused more harm than good. But what if there's another way? What if the truth isn't what we've been taught, and Islam isn't the answer to the world's problems? If you're curious about a different perspective on world peace, you don't want to miss our next video. 10 reasons why Islam is the answer to world peace. Trust me, it will change the way you see everything. Click Click the link in the description or the end screen to watch now.